Hi Cabbers and families, welcome back. Happy 2017. I wish this year will be a joyful and healthy year for you and your family. I'm looking forward to all the learning that we're going to be doing in the next 6 months, and I look forward to having you involved and support and contacting me and get involved in all the learning that's going to come. This week, I want to start talking to you about numbers, numeracy. We've been talking a lot about reading and writing and letters and alphabets. I really want to get the ball rolling in terms of numeracy and numbers. We've been doing other math concepts in the class, but we're going to be starting our numbers unit very soon. There's a couple ways for you to do numbers and numeracy with them. One way is to, of course, count with them. You can count anywhere you are, wherever you are, in different kind of voices, big voice, loud, small voices, robot voices, bear voices, anything to get them thinking about numbers. You can also take turns counting. So for example, you might say, we're going to take turns counting the numbers. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. And see how high you guys can count up together. Another way that you can take turns counting is counting by twos. So you might go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another way that you can count is count the calendar. In kindergarten, really focusing on the number from 0 to 30. So the calendar is a perfect example for them to see the numbers, to count the numbers, and to hear them. So if you have a calendar at home on your phone or an actual physical calendar, pull it up and have them touch and point the numbers and then count the numbers with you. Or you might say, hey, what's today's date? Today is the 13th. Let's count to 13 together, touching all the numbers. So this is a really quick way to practice counting and looking at numbers and remember what they look like and their relationship with each other. Another thing that you can do in terms of getting them thinking about numbers is number hunt. We've done lots of letter hunts over the past few months in the classroom, in books. So when you're out at the grocery store, at the mall, when you are driving, or when you're in the bus, when you're in the train, look around you and see how many numbers you can find. Maybe you can just look for number 2 today. So let's look and see how many number 2s we can find. Or you can just say, let's show me any numbers that you can find today. It could be a big number. They might tell you 78. They might tell you 7. They might tell you 10. Or let's just look for numbers that you know. So if they don't know the number 9, that's fine. Look for a number that they know, and you can start from there. And it's also a great way for you to show them different kinds of number and different places that we can see numbers. So street signs, house numbers, also in the magazines, on the nutritional facts of a food product, in a grocery store aisles, numbers are everywhere. So let's get them thinking about numbers the next few weeks. Are you ready for Mrs. Ng's book pick of the week? This month we are learning about the author Jan Brett, and we've started with the story The Mitten. We've read this every single day in class this week, and we're going to continue to do that so that they remember the details in the story and can start retelling and sequencing the events. The story is really great for sequencing. So first, these animals are all going to go into the mitten. And so this is a great way to say who went in first, and then who went in second, who went in third, who went in fourth, and so on and so forth. You can draw little pictures and play a game of who went into the mitten with them, or you can just verbally talk to them about the sequence in which the animals go into the mitten. Sequencing is a very important concept for little ones to have. This is going to help them in terms of processing, thinking, and even doing a learning task in school. Another thing that this book is really great for is illustration. Jan Brett does a very good job with adding details, texture, and beautiful outdoor scenery in her illustrated books. And then another thing that you can pay attention to is the words, the vocabularies in this book. For example, you might read the part that says, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. So words like commotion or swoop, these aren't words that we might necessarily use in our everyday lives. So this is a great way to increase their vocabulary, to get them hearing these words. You might even talk about what it means to see a commotion, or what does it look like when you swooped. So in class, an activity that we've done is we pretended to be all the animals, and we moved like the animals in the book. So for example, the rabbit was hopping, so we all hopped. The owl that swooped, we all pretended to swoop down, like flying down. There's also the badger who's tunneling, so you're digging way through. So these are different things that you can do with just one book. And may I be greedy this week because I wanted to show you another book that has a similar structure and similar sequence, and it's called The Hat, also by Janvet. So take a look at your local bookstore or library this week and read The Mitten and The Hat together with your little one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.